This week on Heart of Oak.
Look, everybody's working together. It's like a big harmonious family.
Hi, I'm Lizzie.
And I'm PJ.
And we're Oak Development and Design.
Just hang 1,800 pounds in the air. Hope we don't break it.
We tear down and rebuild houses.
High fives for taking houses down.
From spec homes to custom renovations and design. Stop, you're bad at this.
We save what we can.
Rebuild what we can't.
Not exactly sure how we're gonna pay for it yet. It's not stressful. I'm not stressed.
Whoa!
We do it all here in New England, where we call home. We don't just flip houses.
We create homes.
Heart of Oak is brought to you by
Timberland Pro. Always do, never done. Cam Appliance. Make your next appliance a Cam Appliance. Mid-Cape Home Centers. Serving building professionals for 125 years. Mountain One Bank, where banking is in our nature.
So we're here at the Antique Reno. Cam is here. We've got our GE appliances rolling in. Guys are gonna unwrap them, get them unboxed, check them for damage, put them inside. Mid-Cape just rolled up. They're dropping off some trim. So yeah, it's a normal chaotic day here. Frankie's out back putting the deck on. I don't know, we're just rolling toward the finish line here. We've got about 3 weeks till we're wrapped up. Got to get this place finished up. We actually screwed this up. We forgot to tell Gail that this cabinet actually is supposed to be a chimney hood. So that's a major bummer because now the guys have to take this apart, take that off. That was a decision that was made late in the game.
I'm down quicker than it goes in.
We're gonna sneak up.
how you doing?
Look who it is.
Joe's upstairs if you need him.
Oh, I need some Joe in my life.
Joe in your life, he's right up there. He's getting stuff unwrapped now.
Cool. We'll go up there and shoot away.
Sounds good.
Awesome. All right, so we got Joe from South Shore
Shower door.
South Shore
Yes.
shower door.
South Shore shower door.
I gotta use that in my warm-up routine. South Shore shower door. So we got
Yes.
our glass.
We have our glass in. We have nice Starphire glass here.
which is what exactly?
Starphire glass
Yeah.
is when the glass manufacturer takes out iron from the regular clear glass, is the basic glass, that's what it's called. So they de-ionize the glass, and then you get glass that looks like this, which is crystal clear. It has a slight blue hue to it, and it makes...
As opposed to that
As
traditional...
opposed to a dark green
Yeah.
edge, almost looks black. It's very, very dark.
Yeah.
Usually we use Starphire glass when the tile is light. Any darker tile, usually you can't see the difference between the clear and the Starphire glass, so we kind of can save people money that way by using like the lesser expensive glass for some people. But some people just like the best of everything.
So basically in all our houses, which are all usually kind of
higher
bright,
end,
we use the
Starphire glass, exactly.
Got it. And so the iron actually gives the glass more color?
Yeah, so no, the iron gives the glass a green hue. That's not the cheapest stuff in the world.
Well, no, not the Starphire glass. Any glass door is expensive.
Exactly.
These holes and like this,
Yes.
is that all done when they make the glass or is it done after?
Nope, you can't. So once this glass is made, you cannot touch it. You can't alter it in any way because it's tempered. Tempered glass is safety glass. So in case if it shatters, like in a shower where you're probably not wearing clothes, it will crumble instead of coming off in big shards and like slicing it.
Like a windshield.
Like a windshield.
Who would have known that we would get an education on iron and glass?
Right, I know, it's crazy. But the reason why you see it, because all shower glass is 3/8 and sometimes 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch glass, you'll see the green even more than a 3/8 piece like this is.
Got it.
But this is Starphire, so you won't see it anyways.
Awesome. Well, we'll let you guys do your
Cool.
thing. If you need anything, you let us know.
All right.
And yeah, thanks.
Yeah, we'll get it going.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
get a picture of my flexed arm. That's it.
Each day brings quick progress, from electrical work to hardscaping and more.
So we're doing a sit-up, not a stand-up? That's what we're doing?
Yeah.
A sit-up. Okay, doing a sit-up. I had to sit, I'm tired. All right, so we've got, I don't know, T-minus 2 weeks till this place is done. We've got a ton going on today. Nielsen's here working on the back patio. Ernie's here doing the loam. I hear Jim around the corner working on putting boxes on the outside of the house. Figure I'll walk through, checking out on the guys, say hi to everybody. Just keep it rolling.
Hello?
Buddy, how are you?
What's up here?
Hey, so the handles are taking off the water mains in the basement at Hersey. Is that done for a reason?
That was for, Wes was there by himself and he was doing some faucets and toilets and all that, and I didn't want him to turn the water on back by himself.
Okay.
I can have it on this afternoon.
Yeah, we gotta fill the septic tank for the final inspection. We gotta get it on and get the faucets running so that it fills.
Yep. Absolutely.
And it's probably...
I'm going to come back there this afternoon, so I'll get that water back on. I just didn't want him to do it by himself because he was working at like 7 o'clock at night.
Yep, I get it.
I didn't want any accidents.
So aren't you happy that I called you instead of just taking a wrench and turning it on?
Listen, you're a pro.
I'm a pro, but I can cause problems too. Okay, so I'll tell Ernie the sooner the better because I think it's going to take some time to fill that tank.
Oh, it'll take a day.
Yeah.
Or maybe, yeah.
All right, let's tell Ernie. Look, everybody's working together. It's like a big harmonious family. Paul had the water off in the house because there's a couple things he's got to do. He's coming back this afternoon, and then he'll turn the water on and get it running. Look at this. This is a closeout vanity that I got a while back that was off a floor of a plumbing showroom. This was Elements Concrete, and then that's Google, and that I got from Ferguson. But pretty cool, right? So you're marking where the hood's gonna sit?
Yeah, marking where the hood's gonna sit, just so we can leave tile out where we're gonna run the vent through.
Got it.
So this is gonna be the height of the bottom of the hood, 30 inches above the cooktop.
Yep.
We're happy with that?
I think I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm tall, so it always bugs me when it's right there, but everyone else, it's fine, you know? That wasn't supposed to mean a joke. Like, Bonnie's shorter than me, so it's not gonna bother her, you know?
Right, so you would like it higher?
I would put it higher, but that's the wrong move for everyone else.
Then us regular folk are reaching up over the range.
That's correct.
This place is coming together though, huh?
It looks unbelievable.
What do you think of the
I know,
faucet?
this faucet's... What do you think, boss?
I love this.
It's cool, right?
Kind of somewhere between commercial, residential, fancy.
Yeah, I like that. So, I did notice a couple things outside. Do we want a veneer where like the step is and stuff? It looks like crap.
Just do a scratch coat on it to tidy it up.
Well, I mean, we have extra veneer. Yeah, it's only this section right here. And he's putting a granite block there, which is gonna take up a bunch of it. So if he has enough veneer, just do it. If he doesn't, scratch coat it. Okay. And then if she wants to do it down the road, she can.
Okay.
We're at that point where it's like, we just gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Look at this guy, just crushing it out here.
I think he does such a good job, man.
I know.
He's like a fine artist with that thing.
It's gonna suck when he retires completely.
I mean, he had a pair of gloves on that thing this morning. When Jonathan and I pulled up, and 45 minutes later, they were still on the top. And you and I both know, running a skid steer, moving mulch and stuff, the thing bucks like a bull.
Yeah.
But he still had his gloves sitting right up there. They hadn't, you know, he's such a
And what's funny is like
controlled
before working for me, he never ran skid steers.
Ernie is such a pro.
Talk about putting the cart before the horse. We've got a very aggressive schedule, and thanks to everyone around me, we're actually on track. We're right on track by the day. It's nice to see everybody working together nicely and not getting mad at each other, and get that kitchen going in, and we'll just keep cranking away here. Steven, let's talk. Oh, geez, that's loose.
Be careful
Hey,
now.
hey.
It's not finished yet. I just put it together so you could look at it. I know you wanted to make a decision, so.
Yeah. So my thought was that by eliminating the cabinets on one
You have
side,
some seating.
we'd have seating, and we can utilize the island as is, and we don't have to worry about buying a new top.
Yep. You don't need that much room for seating space.
No, it's too deep.
And you're limited on storage on the front side because you got those 12 inches. But
Yeah.
we do have two 24-inch. One's a 2-drawer over here on the left, and one's a full-size door.
Yeah.
You could take these out.
Put
swap
those two in
four.
there,
Yep. So now you got full-size cabs, and you'll have 12, plus inches on this
and then we
side.
take these three
And then-
12s out.
Oh, you want to keep all three out? You could do that too, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
I
then
was
you
thinking
get-
you'd
then you
just
get
take
3
this one and
seats.
slide it over to this side, and then you'd have 2 seats. But if you want to get all 3 seats, yeah, you could eliminate just the 12s. And then
Right,
you'd have-
and so then we have,
you'd have a normal 12-inch overhang or whatever this ends up being. Yeah.
and then we just order a panel, like a flat panel to
Yeah,
match.
exactly. Gail would just order a color match panel.
I mean, I know it's more work, but I feel like that's the way to go. It's a little more work, but at the same time,
You're gonna get what you want out of it.
well, it's not like we're not recreating the whole thing.
No,
we're
no.
still
I can
working
swap
with
one
them.
out at a time, keep the footprint so I don't have to move the 2 end caps. But yeah, I'd like to get to this today. I've got one more upper cabinet on, and then I can get this wrapped up. I've got 2 pieces here. They're bringing some extra stock. They're supposed to be bringing it over soon.
Okay.
We have to go over your hood detail as well when you have a second.
What do you want to go over?
How you're planning on hooking it up, because this thing is removable. So we need to kind of fabricate a custom 3/4 inch panel cutout for you.
Okay.
And we've got to support it. I can still use the brackets that it came with, but what's going to happen is I'm going to have to build it, get it up there, and then we take this off. You have to actually install your hood blower, your unit, have it all put together. Then this goes back on top of it. Then I can trim it. So I can't trim it till everything's installed. So I'll have it set up and ready to go for you.
Yeah. Paul's appliances are coming tomorrow. Cam is delivering now. They're
Mm-hmm.
coming tomorrow to put the appliances in.
Okay, so they're going to hook up the venting for this unit?
We're gonna
And the power?
I don't know if they
Are you
know
starting?
it, but they're
Are you
doing
doing
it.
them? Okay.
Talk about putting the cart before the horse. Don't typically do that at this point. Trying to make it look good to list.
One way we're making updates is to whitewash the brick fireplace.
It's like cake batter.
We're using lime wash, something we've never done before.
I think that's a little thin still. She said you should have it be like a waffle batter.
Ready?
Just do it.
Let's just do it.
Well, you're always like very aggressive with this type of project, and it's
I am?
a rush. It stresses me out.
I don't have to work next to you. I can go in the other room.
This comes out white.
Huh? I don't know. I ordered white.
Doesn't look white.
It doesn't, does it?
Thankfully, it does dry white, and it looks great.
So the outside, obviously, the portico is done. We've got our steps in the other day. Nielsen was here and made sense of the patio that was here. It was a complete wreck. He used the bluestone that was already here and kind of made this work with the steps. In the front here, we decided to rip up the driveway and go pea stone in the front. So now this whole driveway from the asphalt there over to the apron will be all new. To me, like too much asphalt looks too manufactured. We feel that the pea stone will give it a softer look. The other thing you'll see is that the garage door went in today. We decided to go with the overlay garage door. I just think it's a nicer look. And then we have some other decisions to make, like the front here, the portico is white right now. I kind of think it's a little too bright. We talked about painting it dark, like the shutters and the siding of the barn. We've also talked about maybe going the siding color with it. We've also talked about leaving it white. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do. The other thing is, what do we do with that front door? That front door is a beautiful mahogany door, but to me it looks a little dated. So it pains me to paint that door, but I think it's gotta be black. Then next week, myself, Lizzie, Andrea, and Jara, we're gonna plant all the plants ourselves. We're gonna roll all the sod ourselves just to save money. Try to get this thing on the market. 5 weeks, we're turning this place over. Look at that. I've been gone for 2 days, and it's like incredible how much changed in 2 days.
We've got tilers, painters, all the trim showed up.
5 weeks, we're turning this place over.
My heart just skipped a beat. If you say that to anyone, they look at us and think we're crazy.
This is a time when customers always think that we're out of our mind, where they look at this and they see that they're like, it's impossible you're gonna be done. But the resources we throw at this thing in the next 5 weeks is insane.
Inside, I'm pretty confident we're on schedule. Outside's my biggest challenge. As you can see, this place is either, it's been a sheet of ice or ankle deep slop. We just need the weather to cooperate, no late season snow.
How quickly things change.
Right?
It's crazy.
The space is defined and it's gonna brighten up with that primer.
All right, so all the tile came in, which is great.
This is what's left of all the tile.
Yeah, because you guys already moved it around.
We sherped
right?
it all the way upstairs today, absolutely.
Okay, so this, we need to protect as much as possible.
Yeah.
It's a $4,200 sink.
Beautiful. Let's not use it as a step ladder.
Well, we have stairs.
Yeah, treads, rises. We want to put flooring in before base on this, right?
So these guys are getting the niche wrapped up, getting the waterproofing done, and then they can put wall tile on that. A lot of these floors you see like that, but we didn't like how tight that looked. So the way that we want to do it is more like every 10 inches.
And just a random pattern too. You don't want them like any sort of geometrical pattern. Or did you want to do some sort of a same on every piece?
I don't know. We gotta ask Lizzie.
Yeah, they'll install the white hex and then Lizzie can figure out exactly where she wants them and just get some blue tape and just mark out which ones they'll chip up.
Yeah.
My vote is for random, but that might look like someone's just dropped something on the floor and hasn't been picked up.
I know my wife. She's gonna nix the random, I know it.
Another issue, the concrete tile is unusually thick.
I mean, this is what we're using for a floor tile in the hall bath.
Yep.
You can see the thickness difference here, right? So instead of using cement board under the laundry tile, we're gonna use the Dietra mat, which is a little thinner.
I like that. The next question I have is the gap on this, whether we go tight. Let's call Lizzie. Do you think you could come down here between now and the end of the day tomorrow? The sooner the better because they're tiling. We just want to go over a bunch of things and make sure we're all on the same page.
Okay.
Lizzie shows up and crushes it, as usual. Trying to get the right semi-random feel is tough, but we eventually got there.
The funny thing is, that was a mistake. Looks great. So your hood, your microwave are coming tomorrow.
Okay, so we'll make the cutout for the
I could get you, Jara has the specs on it.
yeah, specs, I can cut that for you.
They got the mudroom totally wrapped up the other day. So we did something a little different than we typically do. We went with a third spacing, which seems silly, right? Like, what's the big deal? But the decision to make that a third instead of 50% was like, we went back and forth like 20 times. We went with the third, number one, because it's a little different. Number two, it gives it slightly of a modern look. So the call on here, should we seal it first?
I think no, good to seal first because the grout's gonna come out.
So if you seal it first, you're worried the grout won't go in the holes?
Yes.
Got it. We're worried that this grout, the black grout is gonna, because of the porous nature of the concrete, we're worried that the black's gonna like damage and bleed into the white. So this shower was a challenge to get the buyers to kind of go with us on. I think they were a little hesitant. This Dolomite marble design here was a little busy for our buyer. And man, am I glad that we asked them to trust us because this doesn't even have grout in it yet and it looks unbelievable. The funny thing is that was a mistake. Everything about that is correct except we had asked the tile guys to hold off on putting the Dolomite in the back of it because we were unsure if it would be too busy. And then it got lost in translation and they actually didn't convey it to the installer correctly and he just did it. So I walked in the next day and it was done. And it was the best mistake that ever happened because it just looks amazing. building homes is always, everything's a moving target, right? Like, you're constantly making mistakes, you're constantly forgetting things. It's just the nature of the beast. It's gonna happen. And if you don't think it's gonna happen, then you should not be building houses because it happens. So one of the things that happened was that these closets were not supposed to be this big because I didn't want the vanity is a freestanding furniture style vanity and I wanted it to have some room. And man, did we just make it. Look how close this is. It literally made it by a 1/4 inch on either side, if that. And now, again, another great mistake. Now that I see it like this, I actually like it better. I actually think it looks awesome. So I think we're probably gonna have an issue. We're probably gonna have to cut the top, which is why I'm assuming it's not on there, but now they have bigger closets, and I actually think that looks better the way it is now. We made the vanity by the skin of our teeth.
The vanity itself fit, no problems.
So what are we gonna do with the top? Because I assume it has an overhang.
We're gonna just leave it out in the cold and hope it shrinks. And then throw it in and let it expand.
Meanwhile, my brother Jason wraps up all the drainage.
We're putting a perforated pipe in, and then we're also going to put some leader drains in for the gutters. And they're all going to go down there into a holding pit.
Trust us, John. Trust the system.
He doesn't trust us.